Let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Step into the ring!
Give me your best shot!
Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Sees the drive reversal coming. Puts one in the pocket. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Starts with a jump. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Both fighters are barely alive. There's the impact! KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Spirits are lifted. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Butt smash! Side switch in the corner. Steals back a 10. Damn! Scores an important armor break. Both fighters have a handfold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Going in. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Beautiful fight.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 has got to figure out a way to fight back after getting wiggity washed that round. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corpse. Knocks them out of the air. Ooh, you never know. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 1, the overhead denied. Amazing. Oh, critical art now? It's the goddess of the hunt. I've heard of tough love, but not like this. Not like this. Player 2 just called it. Called it. Hits him with the ultimate killer headband. That combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Step into the ring!
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise Russian. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Burnout is triggered. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Anything off the smash? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Butt smash! You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. How will they manage their drive gauges? Going in? Gets carried to the corner. Flies in with a headbutt. And Oito throw. You can't let him no escaping that. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Besides the what an opening statement there. In with the They're going for the super art? They just won't stop switching sides. The drive impact doesn't work. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, looking at that range to zone the opponent. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Both fighters can't burn out. The overhead denied. Both fighters drive low heavy. Both fighters are down to half life. Blocks up. Looking for a hold. Sees the overhead coming. Gotta do better than that. Nothing stops this train. Oh, here's Raw super hard incoming. Outrageous grab. Oh, they got him. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game.
Step into the ring!
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Charges in with authority. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. No more drive gauge. A perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round.
Silence.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
Anything off the smash? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Charges forward. Butt smash! Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Sumo headbutt. Still scrapping for control of and eats. Oito throw. You can't let him. No escaping that. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round! Fight!
The side up rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Ooh, done them dirty. Sees the overhead coming. They're going for the super art. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. There's Raw super art incoming. Turns out. The overhead denied. The low kick hits. Both fighters are down to half life. Blocks up. Looking for a hold. Comes overhead, but it won't work. Impact squash. Nothing stops this train. Both they're just gonna go for it with the super. No, this'll break them. You need guts to pull that off. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Step into the ring!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 chases them down. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw. Coming through. They block the overhead and not shy with the grab. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Heading into the end, experiencing burnout. Neither of them willing to back off here. Anything off the smash? Burnout activates. Both players all out of drive gauge. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Charges forward. Butt smash! Jumps in. They block the overhead, and player 2 can't use it going on the offensive. Tries to bait out a reaction to a firework. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Experiencing burnout. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters have a full super meter on show up court. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Flatline them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Back, the overhead denied. Escapes with the reversal. Burnout activates. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 needs the overhead. This is a complete shutdown. Oh, snipe! Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Guns them with the ultimate killer head wrap! Oh, here we go. Gets the counter hit. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a cut. Rushes in. A wheel sees the overhead coming. Are you kidding me? Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Step into the ring!
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Good parry there, and not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Does a good job of pushing back. Solid blocking. Taking stock. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Spirits are lifted. Charges forward. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Going on the offensive? What'll happen here? Nice read with the cannon spike. Risky up close delivers the pain right to their doorstep. A quick breather. Checks with a medium. Burnout activates. Experiencing burnout. Anything off the smash? Just goes for it at this range. Ultimate killer head wrap. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Step into the ring!
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Lots of aggression from both sides. What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Strings it all together. Knockdown. Anything off the smash? Not having the crossover. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Spirits are lifted. Who's going on the offensive? Jumps? Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. A quick breather. Scrapping it delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They return to center stage. Jumps in, experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Butt smash. Barely blocks the jump in. They're going for the super art ultimate killer head wrap. That combo finishes it. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Step into the ring.
Time to erase you.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Picks the drive reversal. Spend some drive gauge on the reversal. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. This is experiencing burnout. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Big thing KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Butt smash! This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1, their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They exchange blows. This can lead to some big damage. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Players' basic talent card is played. Let's see if they can survive this assault. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
What an opening statement there! Anything off the smash? A parry? Drops him hard. They just said, get that jump out of here. Rushes in. The overhead denied. Knocked him out of the air. Anti-air in the clutch. Flatlines him. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? That overhead was a bit obvious.
How's this?
Gets the crosser. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The jump in is denied. Anticipate perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Takes a trip. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. All right, what's coming up next? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Can't tech the throw? Knocked down. Both are just hanging on by a thread, but their drive gauges are a different story. Butt smash! Both fighters planning something? Big opportunity coming. Burnout activates. They're both comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Anything off the smash? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Uses the target combo as a filler. Brushes that off and keeps going. This may be it. Gets out of the corner. They were right to be on guard there. Burnout activates. Goes for the level 1 super. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Cross-up attack. Overhead attack. One chance here may end this in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Step into the ring!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Anticipate the overhead.
How's this?
Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. They block the overhead, and life lead opens up. Can't tech the throw? Knocked down. Will they try to finish the round with a drive move? Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in experiencing burnout. Neither fight KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off the smash? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Closes the gap. Player hits them with a stop and bop. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Burnout activated. Good old slash show of force. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. They were looking for that overhead. Anything off the smash? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. In with the cross-up. And eats it. Gotta be careful not to whip at this KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Get into the ring!
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Denies the attack and... Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now.
Here's the beat!
That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Still scratch hits them with a stop and bop. Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Snap, headbutt. This can lead to some big damage. Turns out. Medium kick. Crowns him from above. Sees the overhead coming. Player 1 tops off the tank and scores the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round! Fight!
Comes crashing, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Gotta do better than that. Anything off the smash? Brushes that off and keeps going. They got him and charges forward. Player 1, overhead. The overhead denied. Overhead attack. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. What are they gonna do? Low heavy. Hotsugeki to the face. What a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Get into the ring!
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good parry there and... Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Kubo charges forward. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps in. Knockdown, brushes that off and keeps going. How will they manage their drive gauges? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Blocks it. Going in. Here comes the corner press. This can lead to some big damage. Experiencing burnout. Sticks out a kick. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gear. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Wonderful battle.
Final round! Fight!
Almost low heavy. Drops that off. This may be it. Front smash. Let's see how these two try to set the tone of the match. Going on the offensive. Both not overhead. Overhead, but it won't work. And eats it. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Dangerous range here. The low kick hits. Hotsugeki to the face. Blows them away. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Step into the ring.
Don't expect.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Denies the attack and starts with a jumping. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What's the play here? Denies the push with a drive reversal. Smart move. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Not shy with the grab. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They get the stun. This is a huge KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Overhead, but it won't work. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. Both players look for something to work with, but experiencing burnout. Player 2 is looking at a Grimsich drops him hard. Will this super art do anything? It charges forward. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, they change sides. The overhead denied. What now? They were waiting for it. They push their way out of the corner. Overhead, but it won't work. Noticeable life lead. The attack closes it out. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Step into the ring.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and gets a chance at that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good old slaps. Solid combo. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. How will they utilize this? Camp wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
The overhead denied. Drive reversal. Grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 needs to burns out. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Drops him hard. Block super hard incoming. Player 2 Kotsugeki to the face. Player sees the overhead coming. Comes overhead, but it won't work. Looking for a hole. They were waiting for it. A jump. The overhead denied. Noticeable life lead. What, are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Oh, burnout on both sides? Player 1 has used up all of their drive time. Taking stock. Oh, what a move. Somersault kick stops him cold. Heading into the tags him and takes the W. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off the smash? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Uses the target combo as a pillar. Hits him with a stop and block. Good old slaps. How will they manage their drive gauges? Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? Experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, the throw connects. Anything off the smash? Solid anti-air. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A fireball at that range? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round! Fight!
The last round. It's now or never. And whiffs! They're wide open! Just goes for it at this range. Player 2, all in with the rush! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Willing to risk it for the overdrive! What now? Burns out! Goes overhead attack! Sets up with the jump in! Connects with the throw! Looking for a hole! Overhead! Player 1 can't let this simmer! This is gonna hurt! Ugh! Just called it! I called it! A reaction gone! Oh! It's enough! Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win! Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Frees them. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off the smash? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking he brushes that off and keeps going. Butt smash! Good awareness on the crosser. That was tricky. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. They can't squander this punish counter chance. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Burnout activates. Both fighters and eats it. Sees the overhead coming. Finishes it with the anti-air.
Honda!
Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Step into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Anticipates the overhead. No good up high. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Frees them. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Anything off the smash? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use hits them with a stop and bop? Butt smash! The low doesn't connect. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Just springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for the level 1 super. Player 1 will look to overhead. Overhead, but it won't work. They were not clear for takeoff.
Honda.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak